Online students, is my voice is loud and clear? Could you please confirm? Okay, guys. So in today's class, we are going to discuss one more with respect to Excel. And in the previous class, we have discussed about the Excel various functions which are used in the data analytics. Now in the today's class, we are going to discuss few advanced functions of Excel. And today we are going to complete the Excel various functions along with the reports of Excel using the Excel. And so let's enter into the one by one. Now, to move on to the Excel further, we require the Excel Office 365 because advanced functions are available only with the latest versions. If you are having any Excel of 2019 or 2024 or latest edition of Excel, if you are having, well and good. If you are not having the Excel of latest edition, it is better to install the Microsoft Office 365. Okay. Now, so how to install the Microsoft Office 365, that too officially without having any kind of some kind of activation code and everything. So I'm going to show you the step-by-step procedure for installing that one also. So if possible, try to install the Microsoft Office 365, which is the latest edition. Okay. For that, what we have to do is just you have to click here in terms of Microsoft Office 365 deployment tool. Okay, you have to click on the Microsoft Office 365 deployment tool. That is a step number 1. Type in the Google, open, and I'm writing here. First step, open in terms of Microsoft 365 deployment tool. Okay, you are going to get a website, this one. Click on the download. Okay, so first click on the download. And once it is downloaded, you are going to get a Microsoft Office deployment 2020 with respect to what are the Microsoft Office, and click on the yes. And while clicking on the yes, remember whatever you have downloaded in the downloads folder, right click on that and run as administrator. Don't forget this one. Run as administrator. Don't install directly. Click on run as administrator and then only you click on the yes and click on the accept terms and conditions and click on continue, and it will ask where you want to this is a kind of zip file, so it is asking where you want to unzip. So I'm going to select some folder on the desktop, creating one new folder. For this folder name, I'm going to give as Excel, or sorry, Office, Microsoft Office 2024 with the latest edition, some folder name. Okay, and I'm going to click on the OK. Now files are extracted. Now see here on the desktop, Microsoft Office 2024, you are having the two files like this. One is configuration, second one is called as setup. Is the point is clear? This is the first step. Step number 2 is you have to type, once this is completed, now you have to type here Microsoft Office configuration tool. Next one is called as configuration tool. And once you click on this, here you are going to get in terms of web page like this. Here you have to select the Microsoft, that is whatever you are having the 64-bit edition. And here you have to select the product. You have to select the product called as Microsoft LTSC. Okay. With respect to this LTSC Professional Plus 2024 volume license. Professional Plus volume license. Select this one and scroll down and click on the import. Okay. And you are going to get the some configuration. So I'm downloading on the desktop. So here I'm going to click on this. Your configuration is incomplete. It is asking still what I have to select. Okay, professional and latest one, export. Still it is saying. Okay, it is asking basically language. So I'm going to select the language. Okay, after selecting the language, click on the export. Okay, done. Now this is the missing. So here you are going to get the XML format. You are going to get the XML file. And what are the XML file you are going to get? That XML file will be the configuration.xml. You are going to get a configuration.xml. So in my case, I'll show you like this. Okay, this is my case. See, I'm going to download this one. This is called as configuration.xml. You are going to get a file like this. Once you enter into the customization, you will get a file like this. After receiving the file like this, now what you have to do is just you have to open now. Okay, CMD, that is command line prompt. Command prompt. Once you open the command prompt, here you are going to select in terms of CD. Okay, CD means change directory. Where you are having this configuration file, give that path. Okay, I'm going to give the path, and the path was changed to Office 2024. After changing this one, now click on this one, that is setup.exe. setup.exe slash configure configuration.xml file. Click on this, and it is going to do the latest configuration, and you are going to get the latest 365. Sir, all these things are can you make that simplify, miss? Could I will make still more simple. See here, just in your drive, in the Google Drive. Okay, in the Google Drive, just I'm going to share you this Office 2024 as it is like this. This file I'm going to share it to you. Okay, just now I'm uploading. 1 minute. So now you no need to open the deployment tool. You no need to open the customization tool. Nothing you no need to open. Simply, since I have shared you directly Office 2024, okay, download these 3 files. After downloading, just open the command prompt and execute this one. Simple. No need to do anything. It is very simple. Now, just write this one. You have to download. What are these 3 files are there? These 3 files you have to download in the C drive. I'm making a very simple. In the C drive, Office 2024. In the C drive, create Office 2024 and CD. After CD, C/Office 2024 and set up this one. Completed. And execute, it will be installed. It will take time, almost 40 to 50 minutes it will take time to install. It includes the activation key also. It is official Microsoft product. Is this clear? So I'm writing in the Excel. Okay, so in the notepad itself I'm writing first download Office 2024 from Google Drive. What are the Google Drive I have shared to you? From that download Office 2024 from Google Drive and keep in C drive. Okay, so this Office 2024 folder, keep in C drive. Okay, whatever you have downloaded, keep in the C drive. After that, click on command prompt. Click on command prompt, and in that cd means change directory. Change directory to within the C drive, office, within the C drive, office 2024, office 2024. Okay, office 2024, cd space C office 2024. After doing this one, now you are going to have, with respect to this one, type this one. Once you are going to get like this, so once you have done like this, that is cd, from here you are going to get this one. Once you change the setup, you are going to get the setup file like this, right? This is the one. In the least case, if it asks any activation key, for some of the students it is asking the activation key. If it asks the activation key also, this is the activation key. 90% it will not ask the activation key. If in the least case it is asking, then you have to enter the activation key. 99.99% it will not ask. Okay, this is the steps. Steps to install. Steps to install Office 2024. This is the one. Yeah, wherever you have downloaded the CD, wherever you have downloaded the Office 2024, that is not a problem. Just try the path of wherever you have downloaded Office 2024. Just I have kept in my case Office 2024 folder in C drive. Means, for example, in this is the Google Drive now. Here in the Google Drive, what I'm going to do, okay, just I'm going to download them. So for downloading them, just I'm going to click on this and I'm going to click on download. Once I click on that download, I have given you the download option. So 100% you can download. So once I have given that once you have downloaded, okay, where it will be downloaded? In your downloads folder. It will be available in the downloads folder. So in your downloads folder, you are going to get as a zip file. So first unzip this. Okay, extract here, and you are going to get the Office 2024 like this. One folder name Office 2024. Copy this one and paste in the C drive. After unzip, copy this one and paste in the C drive. Is the point is clear for everyone? Yes. And from there, you follow the procedure. What are the procedure I have told you? Now, sir, I'll keep here itself means also not a problem. You have to give the path like this. This is the path. CD and path you have to give this one. And after that, again, same. Yes. Run as administrator. If you are getting an error, miss, you have to click on the administrator. This command prompt is there, na? CMD. Don't forget this one. Command prompt, you have to right click and run as administrator. Okay. Vasant. Just Vasant is trying from his end, I think. So Vasant, one more time. Everyone will get the same kind of problem. So it is going to show that it is not recognized or internal command or something. You are going to get the problem. So while clicking on the command prompt, click on the right click and run as administrator. Command prompt should run as administrator. Don't forget this. Run the command prompt as admin. Process is same. CD, everything is same. But command prompt you have to run as administrator. Vasant, could you check once now in the same way? And could you please confirm me now? Are you getting the same kind of issue? Yeah, Vikas, sir, for 10:30 batch. 1 minute. Vikas, I'm going to share you for 10:30 batch also. Just a minute. So, sir, why we have to should run the as admin? So it is a software installation, na? So you have to give the permissions. So only admin can give the permissions, right? Now coming to 10:30 a.m. batch. So Office 2024 folder. Yeah, I have added for the even 10:30 batch also. Okay, for 10:30 batch also I have added. Could you check once now? This is the file. One minute.
But each employee, but each employee will use its role. It uses four lines of code. Four lines of code. That's how many are there? 102. So that is equal to.
Right? So now you can check 10:30 batch students also. Done. Now let us move on to the today's class. So in today's class, first we'll move on to the sum functions which are related to date functions. So what are the functions which are available related to date? Is first function is called as today. The function name is called as today, and it is going to generate the today's date. Wherever you are using in whichever the cell, just you have to use the function name called as today. Open and close. The function name is called as today. So already you know, whenever you are using a function, we have to use the is equal to symbol. Okay, this is going to give you the today's date. Next, date format. So date means here you are going to use the function name called as date, and inside the date you have to provide. Okay, 1 minute. So let me add each and every function one more time. Okay, function name is today. First one is today. For the today, you no need to provide any argument. Can you see here? Any arguments are there in the today's function? So no arguments. This function was created with 0 arguments. How in the Python we have created with 0 arguments, a function with no arguments in the same way. Okay, it is going to give the today's date. Today means today's date automatically. Next one is date. The function name is called as date. And in the date, see here, what is the form? What are the arguments? 3 arguments are there. 3 of them are compulsory, or any default arguments or optional arguments? Sir, how to know that one? Optional arguments will be in the square brackets. These are not optional arguments. They are compulsory arguments. Whichever is having in the square bracket, they are optional. So first one, you have to provide the year. Second, you have to provide the month. And later you have to provide the date. So I'm going to provide the 2024 October 25 date, which are the date you are interested. Right? Next one is called as day. The function name is called as day. Now in the function day, you are going to give the, what is the argument you are going to provide is called as serial number. So you are going to provide the serial number. So I'm going to provide the serial number, that is this one. And what is the date? Day means it is going to give the day. What are the date format you are having? For example, in your data set, you are having the days like 25th, 25/01, 2024, something you are having like this. Okay, you are having that day. I want only 25. I want to extract only 25. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to write here day, function name is day, and I'm going to provide this argument as the input, and it is going to give the date column separately. It is separating the date. In every case, it is separating the date. Exclusively, date was separated like this. That is the advantage of day. Function name is day. Is the point is clear? Similarly, you want to extract the month column. Then you are going to use the function name is called as month, and you have to provide the date, whichever is in the date. Then it is going to give the month column. Function name is called as month. And similarly, if you want to extract year column, you have to write the year, and you have to provide the input as the date, and it is going to extract the year. Year will be separated. Like this, you can separate the three of them: day, month, and year. Okay, is the point is clear? So day function, month function, and year function. Similarly, we are having the weekday. Next function name is called as weekday. Now what is meant by weekday means it is going to give the this one. I'm going to select the date, and it is going to give the week, on which week. That is, it is going to give in terms of 5th, 6th, 7th day of the week. 5th means Friday, 6th means Saturday, 7th means Sunday, 1st means first day of the week. First day of the week is Monday. The week will starts with the Monday, ends with the Sunday. Week end na. Sunday is considered as week end, ending day. Okay. Now, so like this. Next, it is days. Next function name is called as days. Now, when you are having the days is the function. Day function will give the date column. Days function will give you. Here, see here, I'm going to take today. What is the output of today? Today's date. Yeah, I'm going to get the today's date. Now tell me, from this date to this date, how many number of days? Number of days will be there now. From the 25th January 2024 to 18/01/2025, in between how many number of days are there? That is called as days. It is going to calculate the days. See here, what you have to give? First argument, end date. End date means till this, comma. What is the starting date? Starting date is from here. So from here to here, I want to calculate total number of days. So total 359 days were completed. So like this, you are going to calculate for each of them. Is the point is clear? Everyone? Total number of days will be calculated. So what is the difference between the day versus days? Day means it is going to give the date of that particular column. Days means number of days will be given. Returns the number of days between 2 days. Next, how you are having the today in the same way now. What is meant by now means it is going to give the date along with the time. Now function will give you the date along with the time. See, returns the current date and time formatted as the date and time format. So how many arguments for this one also? 0 arguments. Same as today and now. These both comes under one category. They are going to give the present. Okay, present one. So date, month. Now tell me for month. See here, first you write the month. After writing the month, don't open the brackets. When you don't open the brackets, it is going to tell the what it is going to return. When you open the bracket, it tells the what you have to provide the input. How many inputs and what is the input. Before to that, it tells the what it is going to return. So returns the month between a number of 1 to 12. What is meant by 1 means January, 12 is December. So I'm going to get the month of this particular date. Okay, month of, you have to provide the date, any date of your choice, and it is going to provide the month. And next one is year. And year you are going to provide this one, and it is going to give the year. Next one is weekday. So returns the number between 1 to 7, identifying the day of the week based on the given date. Okay, weekday. And you have to provide the date. Okay, comma. Can you see here return type? Return type. So that is optional argument. It is not a compulsory bracket. So can you see here numbers 1 to 7? It is going to give the 1 to 7. And if you want to start the first number with the Monday ending with Sunday, or you want to start with the Monday 0 and Sunday as 6. So which option you want? Which one you want to select as per your choice? So for example, some students will say, sir, I want the Sunday as 1. I want to give the Sunday as 1 and Saturday up to 7. So then what you have to give here? You have to provide the 1, serial number 1. So 1 indicates the number starting from the 1 to 7, where 1 is Sunday, 7 is Saturday. Is the point is clear? If you want to start with the Tuesday as the 1, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, whichever the day you are interested, from where you want to start. Simply if you give 1, it will take the starting day as Sunday. Okay, number of days means starting date and ending date, it is going to give the number of days. Right? Is the points are clear? Now, next, this is date related example. Next one is, we are going to discuss the lookup functions. Next function is called as lookup. Now, what is meant by lookup? So here, I am having the two tables. In the table 1, I am having the student ID, name of the person, age and grade. In the table 2, I am having the student ID, course. So as you have completed SQL and you are having the multiple tables, and multiple tables will be connected to each other where the common column name will be available. So this is the common column name where you are having the student ID and the student ID. Now student ID 1 is Elise. What is the course he has selected? Which course he has selected? What is the course? He has selected the course is called as Introduction to Data Science and Machine Learning. And student ID 2 selected the full stack web development. Like that, different students have selected the different ones. Now I want to combine them. So for that, what I'm going to do here, I'm going to use the lookup function. Lookup. So here I'm writing the function name is called as VLOOKUP. There is a function name is called as VLOOKUP. And see here, it is asking first one is called as lookup value. Means which value you want to look. I want to look the student ID. I want to look the student ID. Whoever the student ID is there, that one I want to look. From where you want to look? Student ID you want to look where? In this table I want to look. In this table, student ID I want to look. And next one is, it is asking the column index number. And what column index number it has to return means index number 2 it has to return. And I'm going to give the, here it is asking, you want exact match or approximate match? Exact match means you have to write the false. Approximate match also okay means student ID should not be approximately. Approximately it is okay also. Then true. No, exactly the same student ID you want. Then you have to write clearly false or 0. Either false or 0. You can choose as per your choice. If you write false also, not a problem. Then it is going to give the output. See, like this. Is the point is clear? Everyone? Everyone is clear? One more time. Guys, very simple. See, I want to look in the table number 2, wherever the student ID matches with this one. I want to look in the table number 2. Table number 2, I want to look. For example, some students will be there. They'll have the optional courses. Okay, in a class, assume 60 students are there. And we have given the 2 or 3 different subjects, and we ask the student to choose as per your choice. One student has chosen one. Okay, one student has student ID, they have selected one course. Student ID 2, they have selected one course. Like that, they have selected the different courses. Now I want to look into the course, which course they have selected. Okay, where you want to look, which table you want to look. First is, I think that one, which table you want to look and what you want to look. I want to look in the table 2 with the student ID 1, wherever that student ID matches. Wherever the student ID matches in the table number 2, it has to be filled. Is the point is clear? For example, here I am writing the, okay, this one, I am writing here 13, student number 13. Whether 13 is available here? No. In that case, it has to get written the empty, because that table is not, that particular value is not available. So now, here I am going to use the function name is called as lookup, is the function. So in the lookup, can you see here, we are having the H lookup, V lookup, X lookup. So I'm going to use the V lookup function. Okay, function name is called as V lookup. And before a bracket, see what is the going to do? Looks for a value in the leftmost column of a table. Leftmost. Here the most important point to be noted when you are using the VLOOKUP, whatever you are looking that student ID na, that should be available in the first column. Mandate. Otherwise, it will throw the error. That example we'll try. If it is not in the first column, if it is in the second column, then it is going to throw the error. In that case, what we have to do is, we have to use the XLOOKUP. That is the difference. VLOOKUP means it is going to look for a value in the leftmost column. Can you see here? It is going to look for the leftmost column of a table and then returns the value in the same row for the column that you look specify. Is the point is clear? Now, I am opening the bracket. First it is asking lookup value. What you want to look? What you want to look? I want to look the student ID, comma. Where you want to look? I want to look in the this table, comma. What is the column index number? It has to return. In this table, after looking, what it has to return. For example, here you are having the student ID is there, along with the multiple columns are there, 20 columns are there, along with the student ID. Okay, which column has to be written? All the columns will not be written now. Which one? Which column you have to return means column number 2. Okay, and exact match, which is false. Now I'm going to get like this. See, it is saying that it is particularly not available. Student 13 is not available. Here I'm going to change the student ID to 3. It is available. Is the point is clear? Now, for example, let us write here one more. Let's take in terms of XYZ. Column name is XYZ. And I'm going to write here 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, something. Now, here after looking, after lookup, okay, this one. Now, it has to check in this entire table. Now, 3 columns are there. Okay, table I have provided. Now, which one it has to return? Rakesh, why you are asking for annotation? What it has to return? Now, you want to return the column index 2 or column index 3? Which column you want to return? I am writing 3. And I am writing the false. I am writing 3 and I am writing the false. See what it has written now? 3. Similarly, for other records also. Is the point is clear? Means in that entire table, which it has to return. In that entire table, student ID 1, what it has to return. For example, this student ID 1, course this one, and what is the course fees for this one is 20,000, and this is 3,000, and this is 50,000. This is 10, and this is 2. Assume something like this. Now I want to give this new column, and here I want to fill for student ID. What you want to fill? Fees are. You want to fill the course are. Which one? Fees is there, course is there. 2 columns are there. Which one you want to fill? That one you have to select. So I'm going to select within the VLOOKUP. This is the entire table. In this table, so before to the table, first it has to we have to give the value. So student ID, and this is the table from here to here, and in that it is asking the column index number, which one to be written, either course or fees, which one you want. Course means course, fees means fees. Course means select the 2, okay, and fees means select the 3 and write the FOSS. FOSS means exact value of the student ID will be selected, not approximate value, also exact value will be selected, and drag down. Completed. Column general, just 1 2 3 4 only, normal. It is not started with the 0. It is not the Python to start with the index number 0. It is a normal index. Okay. Now, as one of the student is asking the question, sir, still it works only if the 2 tables are in one Excel. No, even in the different sheets also it will works. Exact name and fill in the second table. Yes, you have to mention the column name. Column name no need to be indicated. Column name if you add also not a problem. If you select the entire table along with the column name also, it is going to work. Right? Next, what if the table data to present in the another sheet? I mean, VLOOKUP function. Just you have to add the sheet name also. Additional to that, you have to add the sheet name. So whatever the table you have selected along with that sheet name. Okay. Next, if the table, same question, Manjari. So yes, we'll discuss that one by one. Okay. Now let us go with this. As one of the student is asking the question, Sunil is asking, should we select the column? So see column names. I'm using the VLOOKUP function name, and this is the one, comma, and I'm going to select including the column name, everything, entire table as it is I'm selecting, comma, and I'm going to use the column index number, that is 2, comma, and I'm writing here, this is an optional argument, it is not compulsory, and if you write up to here also, no, it is compulsory argument. I'm writing here, comma, 0. So same answer you are going to get, including the column names. What is the difference between this one versus this one? Means in this I have not selected the column name. In this I have selected the column name also. While selecting the table, see, while selecting, I'm double clicking on this. Automatically the entire table is selected, including the column names. Sunil, is your question is clear? Right? Now, so like this, you are going to use the VLOOKUP. Next one is called as XLOOKUP. Two courses means course 2 will also will be in the separate one. In that, or in this only comma will be there now. Cell will be either one or two cells. Two different cells will be there, right? Two different cells means any one of them you are going to select. One minute. Just we'll go through. 1 minute. Okay. Next one is called as XLOOKUP. Now before moving to the XLOOKUP, now here I'm going to select the student ID and I'm pasting here. Okay. Instead of student ID here, I'm pasting here. So now the student ID is not available here. Okay. So since it is going to give the error like this, I'll keep as it is like that. But while selecting the table, see, Again, I'm writing VLOOKUP only. In the VLOOKUP, first one I'm setting ID, comma. After that, now I'm providing this one, see, as the input array. Earlier I have provided the input array as this one. Instead of providing the input array, I'm setting the input array this one, right? Comma. And I'm asking the column index number, which is the column index number it has to return is 2, comma, and 0. Now it is going to throw the error. Why? Because the student ID is not there in the left side. It is going to throw the error. Okay. Now the same thing, when I select here, instead of this table, okay, instead of this one, if I select from here to here, and if I click, it is accepting. When the student ID, what are the ID I'm selecting, if it is not in the left side, it is going to throw the error. Now, in this case, what we are going to do is, I'm going to use the XLOOKUP. XLOOKUP is there means, wherever it is there, it is not a problem. No need to be exactly on the left side. Now, see here, searches a range of an array for a match and returns the corresponding item for the second range of array. Okay, XLOOKUP is the function, and lookup value. I'm asking the lookup value, and I'm going to select the lookup value as this one. This is the lookup value, comma, and lookup array. So where it has to look up. So I'm going to look up the array called as, this is the array. Okay, comma, and it is asking return. What it has to return? It has to return this one, comma, and if not found, what you have to give? If not found, nothing you have to give. So I'm keeping asterisk, comma, not a problem. Exact match 0, and it is asking in terms of such 1. This is the output. Is the point is clear? Now in this case, my column is wherever it is located, it is not a problem. Is the point is clear? One more time, because XLOOKUP is important, and in the interview they'll ask surely from this one only. So I'm taking in a separate column, separate sheet. While taking in the separate sheet, okay, now this one I'm removing. I'm keeping this one only. Okay. You know already formatting and everything, all these things. So I'm not going to explain again the formatting and all these things. Okay. Now, so you are having in terms of like this. Now student ID is in the first column or second column or third column. Somewhere in the table 2, it is in the somewhere. It is not in the exactly in the first 10. Now here I'm using the VLOOKUP. First I'll start with the VLOOKUP. In the VLOOKUP, what is the function I have selected earlier? First one is this one, comma. After that, entire table I have selected na table, comma. After that, what I ask? Index number. So index number here, in this case, the index number it has to return is course. Course is available in the first index number, 1, comma. And I have written the false, right? This is the same thing which I have written earlier in the earlier example. Now it is throwing the Z and not available. The reason behind this, student ID is not available in the first column. Clear na? This one is clear na? Now, XLOOKUP. Now observe that XLOOKUP clearly. Okay. First it is asking lookup value. Same earlier in the VLOOKUP what I have done. Same thing. Comma. Where you want to look which array. Instead of selecting the entire table, I am selecting the in which column I want to check. That column might be available in the first column, second column, third column, fourth column, wherever it is located. Simply I will select that one. Wherever it is located. Now I am not going to provide the entire table. It is not the table array. Earlier it is a table array. In the VLOOKUP function, what is the argument? If I open the VLOOKUP function, what is the argument of the second argument? First one is lookup value, comma. What is the second argument? Table array. So you have to provide the entire table. Argument you have to provide as table. But in the XLOOKUP, when you are using the XLOOKUP, now what is the argument you have to provide? It is not with the table. So here, look up. Okay, this is the function. So first one is value, comma. Now it is not the table array, it is lookup array. Lookup array means what you are looking, that is student ID I am looking, where you are looking, in this I am looking, including the column name, including the column name. You can select. Okay, comma, including the column name. Next, return. What it has to return? Okay, after looking here, what it has to return? It has to return the course name. So this one it has to return. Accordingly, it has to return this one, this array. Single value array. Lookup value means single value. Array means list of values. Array of values. Comma. If not found, if it is not available, that particular one is not available, what it has to give as the output? It has to give the output as, I'm going to write SRK. It has to give as SRK. Assume. If not found, exact SRK. If it is available, it will give whatever it is available. Next, match mode. So it is a optional argument or compulsory? It is an optional. You can provide, you know not to provide. So here exact match means student ID exactly it has to match or no need. Means I want the exact match. For exact match, what is the number I have to select? 0. Then I'm going to add the 0. Comma. Next, it is asking in terms of search mode. Search mode, first to last or last to first, means from left to right or right to left. So I'm keeping as 1. Sir, all these things is not compulsory, na? Just I am providing up to here only. See, since it is available, it is going to give the output. Now to see here, I'm writing this one as 24. Whether 24 is available? No, 24 is not available means what is the output it is going to give? SRK. Is the point is clear? If not found, SRK. If it is found, give whatever is available. Is the point is clear, guys? Everyone? XLOOKUP function is clear? XLOOKUP function and VLOOKUP function, both of them. Anyone has any questions on XLOOKUP and this one? And I'm going to share you this file or anything you can select. Even IMDb dataset you are having now. In that IMDb dataset, you are having the 2 with respect to 2 tables. In the 2 tables, whichever you want to match, you select as per your choice. Is the point is clear? Now, next one is, so this is in terms of XLOOKUP and along with the VLOOKUP. Okay? Everyone is clear, right? XLOOKUP and VLOOKUP along with the date. Till this, these functions are clear now? Now, yes, XLOOKUP will go with the exactly left side. Whenever you are having the primary key on the left side, otherwise it is going to throw the error and VLOOKUP will be cited wherever it is. Okay. Sorry. VLOOKUP means in terms of what are the VLOOKUP you are having. 1 minute. VLOOKUP, what is the difference between XLOOKUP versus VLOOKUP means in the VLOOKUP, you require the, what are the primary keys there, whichever you are looking for, that should be on the left side of the table. Extreme of the left side of the table, that is mandatory. For XLOOKUP, it can be wherever it is located. The column can be located in any column, in any place. Right? Next, let's move on to the next one is most important, creating the Excel reports. Yeah, just so here in the chat box, I can see some questions. What is the question is, if the table is in the 2 different sheets, okay? So Abhay and along with that one more student, if the table is in the 2 different sheets, how it will be done? Okay, that same question was asked earlier with the same Manjari also. I'm going to discuss with the 2 different tables. Okay, we'll move on to that at the end. Okay, first let us complete this one, and at the end I will show you. Okay, Abhay Prakash and along with the Manjari. Okay, done. Now, so before moving to that, now here we are having a table like this. One more time, we are having the table. What is the table is where we are having the sales table. So earlier we have worked in the Power BI also one of the similar kind of table which is called as Superstore data set. And now in the same way we are having one more where you are having the transaction ID, transaction date, revenue, expenses, profit, category, region, department, production line, customer segment, payment method, and what is the discount. So you are having the different columns. Now what is revenue means total amount of sales, and in that, so total amount of turnover. In that, expenses means what are the expenditure. Profit means revenue minus expenses is considered as profit. Okay, what are the revenues you are making? In that, revenues, expenditure. Expenses means expenditure. And what are the expenditure if you remove, and it is going to generate the profits, right? And in the each category, what are the categories, and what is the region, all these things. I'm having the data. Now I want the aggregation data. Now what is meant by aggregation data? So earlier we have used the aggregation functions even in the pandas, even in the Power BI also. What is meant by aggregation means within the R&D, I want the total profit. It is individual profit, R&D, R&D, R&D. Here I am having different things now. I want the overall profit within the R&D. Then what we are going to use? DF of, if it is pandas, we are going to write in terms of group by, and we are going to get the each group their cumulative sum, right? One group, what is the total? That is R&D, what is the total, operations total. Now if I ask this one, for this particular one, tell me guys, if I write the code like this, if it is Python, assuming it is a Python, and if it is Power BI, and if it is Excel, almost three of them are same. These are the three different tools. We are doing the same work in different tools. Work is already completed. Data analytics with Python is already completed. Now the same data analytics you are doing in the Excel. Same data analytics you are doing in the Power BI. Okay. Now, if I do like this, df of df dot group by, and in the group by, I'm going to select the column name is called as category. Okay. And in that, I'm going to take the profit dot sum. What is the output you are going to get? You are going to get the sum of each category. That is first R&D. For R&D, what is the sum? Next, operations, what is the sum? And I mean, sum of the profit, sum of the profits. And similarly, in terms of sales, what is the sum of the profits? And marketing, what is the sum of the profits? Like this, you are going to get. This is in the pandas. Now, the same thing I'm going to do in the Excel by using the pivot tables. So how I'm going to use that one means insert. Click on the insert. Once you click on the insert, there is an option called as pivot table. Click on the pivot. Once you click on the pivot, it is automatically selected. The entire table will be selected automatically. If it is not selected also, you have to select here first row, the first cell, and from here, what are the cell you are having? Like this, you can drag up to last. Wherever you are having till the last, you can select like this. This is option number one. I'll tell you the shortcut also. This is the way till you can select the last one. Okay, including all the rows and all the columns. Okay, or simply second option is select the first cell and control shift right arrow. Control shift right arrow means see all the columns are selected. Can you see? One more time. If I write only this one, if I am selecting only this one, okay, can you see here clearly what is this? Within the sheet one, here observe Abhay Prakash, Manjari, and other students who are having the question with how to select the data in the another sheet. Okay, observe this one. Sheet, 1 and acceleratory mark. Sheet 1 acceleratory mark means it is selected in this particular sheet. For example, here only I am there, but I want to select in the sheet 2. Something the data is in the sheet 2. Let us think that sheet 2 is X, Y, Z is the column. X is the column. I'm writing here some values. 1, 2, 3, 1, 5, 9, something. Okay, you are having the data. Now I want to select in the sheet 2, but I am in the sheet 1. Within the sheet 1, I want to select the data of the sheet 2. Here, I'm going to write, see, if I write here, this one, A1. A1 means in this sheet, na? Instead of that, if I write here, sheet 2, accelerator mark of A1, then what is the value it is selected? XYZ. Now, where is that one? A1 is where? In the sheet 2 A1. Point is clear? It is not selected A1 of this column. I mean, in this sheet, it is selected in the sheet 2 of A1. Clear? Manjari? Clear? Done? So just you have to write the sheet and along with the acceleratory mark. Now, coming to this, okay, let us keep that one side. It is in the another Excel. Then another Excel you can't do. That Excel you have to keep here only. Sheets will be multiple sheets you can connect with the tables. But if it is in the separate Excel sheet only different means it is difficult. That is not possible. Okay. Within the Excel, you can have the multiple sheets. Now coming to the point, let us ignore this one. Abhay Prakash, is your question is also clear? Now I'm going to click on that pivot table. So now in the pivot table, I have selected this one. See, what is the, it has selected A1. The cell name is A1. Now, how many cells are selected? How many cells are selected? Only one particular cell. And I'm going to click on the Control Shift right arrow. Now, from where to where it has selected? All the column names are selected. All the columns are selected, but I want all the rows also. All the rows has to be selected means Control Shift down arrow. Down arrow means all the rows. Right side arrow means all the columns. Control Shift. Okay. And once you have selected, so here you are going to have, and you are going to click on the this one, and you are going to generate a new pivot table like this. It is going to redirect to the another sheet, a separate sheet. Sir, why it is redirected to separate sheet? Because see, one more time, I'm going to insert the pivot table, and here I'm going to select entire data. By default, it will select. For example, if it is not selected also, select the first cell, click on the shift right arrow, and similarly down arrow. Entire data will be selected. Now you want the pivot table to be placed. Choose where you want the pivot table to be placed, in the new worksheet or in the existing worksheet. In the existing means existing will be selected. New means new one will be selected. I'm going to click on the new. New means it is going to create a new one separately like this on the left side. A new sheet will be created. And rename this sheet name like pivot table. Give the pivot table. Name as pivot table. Now, here you are having all the columns. What are the columns are there? Every columns are available here. Now, see here, I'm going to select the first one is region. These are the different regions are selected. Now, I want the each region, their profits. I'm going to select the profits. See, profits. So, region wise aggregated with the profits. Sir, earlier you told that not region, no sir, category na. Sales, marketing, R&D, that one na. So, let us remove this one and select the category only. Category along with the sum of the profit. HR, what is the total profit? Marketing, what is the total profit? R&D and operations and everything. Sir, here commas are not there, no sir. It is difficult to identify. So come to the formatting and add the comma. So comma is added. And if you want to remove the decimal values, remove the decimal values. This is formatting now. Already I have told in the starting class itself the formatting. So like this. Sir, suddenly pivot table right side is not visible. No, sir. Don't worry. Just click on this. Automatically it will be selected. Left side it will come. Is the point is clear? So you are going to have the pivot table like this. Okay. Now, sir, sum of the profit of each column, I mean each category, along with their expenses also. I want their expenses. Where is the expenses? Expenses. And I want the revenues like this. You can add the multiple columns. This is one way to add. Simply click on that. It will be added. Or select this one, select that revenue and drag that one into the values. Drag it. Okay, expenses. Drag and paste in the values. Drag. Now, sir, but here I am getting the this one. First one we require the revenue. In the revenue, followed by expenses, followed by profit. That is the order. I want in that order. So keep whichever the order you want. So I want the expenses first now. Bring this one on the top. Expenses, or sorry, first one is revenue. Revenue keep on the top, followed by expenses, followed by profit. So this is the revenue they have made. This much of revenue. In that revenue, this much of expenses, and balance this much of profit which they have made. Sir, this is sum of the revenue. That column name is not looking good, sir. You want to rename the column name. Either here, whatever you are having the column name. So just I'm going to make here total revenue. Click on the total revenue. And similarly, this one also total expenses. And this is total profit. Instead of sum of the profit or something like this, total profit. Is the point is clear? And you are going to get the, this is category wise now. Rename this one to category. So category. So each category and their revenue and their expenses along with their total profits. Okay. Now, if you want to add any kind of filter, I want all these categories only, but within the region of certain region. What is the region I want to select is North America. I want only the North American data. I don't want entire data, only North America. So what I'm going to do means here I'm going to add the region in the filters. So now here you got the all the regions filter, similar kind of slicer in the Power BI. So here we are going to select only the North America and click on the OK, and only North America is selected. So for example, you want the North America along with the South America. Select North America, select multiple items, click on the South and North, both of them. Two of them will be selected and click on the OK. So two things are selected, and according to that, the values will be changed. Okay, just you are going to apply the filter. And if you want only the South America, select only the South America. According to that, values will be changed. Sir, but it is not in the sequential order, no, sir. Which one is having the more profit, which is having the less profit? That will make more easy to understand, right? So keep them in the order. For keeping them in the order, you can click on the right click and click on the sort. Sort smallest to largest. So which one is in the South America? Which one is the highest one? Miss R&D. R&D is making the more amount of profit in the South America, and within the North America, which one is making more amount of profit means R&D is making the more amount of profit. Again, it is making in the sequential order. Everything will be adjusted according to that. You have clicked on the sorting now. And if you want to go with the Asian specific, right? So everything will be selected as per the, you want revenue wise sorting or total profit wise sorting. If you want total wise profit wise sorting means select this one. It will be selected with respect to total profit sorting. Like this, you can add the region as a filter. And in this way, you can do the pivot. And now, sir, here total profit or total revenue, it is the sum now. I don't want the sum, average. I want the average value, not the total. Then you are going to select here, instead of this one, here there is a value field settings are there. Can you see this? Click on this, and here you are having the sum. Here you are having the count. Count means total number of records will be counted. Number of records will be counted. Within the operations, how many records are there, and within the HR, how many records are there. Records will be counted. Or if you want in terms of average, you are going to get the average revenue. And if you select here in terms of max, so maximum value will be selected, minimum value will be selected, product value will be selected, standard deviation, variance, standard deviation and variance. You are having population data along with the sample data. P means population data. Without P means it is sample data. That is n-1 records will be selected. -1 will be added in the denominator. Right? So you are going to have values like this. So in the same Power BI, do you remember in the Power BI also when you drag the profit, it is going to take by default sum of the profit. If you want to change the average, what we are going to do? Click on that profit, whatever it has selected, and we have to select whichever the aggregation function we are interested. Same way. Is the point is clear? Now, observe this one. Okay, here I'm having in terms of like this. Okay, this is the one. Now, here I'm not going to have this one. I'm selecting all of them. Okay, now, sir, you are setting all of them, but I want to remove that one. Remove the filter. How to remove the filter means just right click on this and remove the field. Filter will be removed. Okay, now, next one is, I want the filter in terms of, not filter, I want the same categories region wise, that to region on the columns. See, like this. You are going to get in terms of like this. So instead of confusing, it is going to lead to the confusion. So what I'm going to do is, I'm not going to consider this column, and this one also I'm removing. Just I'm keeping the total profit. Okay, in the category total profit, but that too I want in the region wise. So I'm selecting here region in the columns. See, I'm going to get the in the Africa and in the Asia specific, for everything, what is the total profit. Earlier example, just I'm copying this one, copy, and I'm pasting downside. Now in the downside, what are I'm having here, I'm adding the region also here. See, what is the total is 21 lakhs 51,000, 21 lakhs 51,000 only. But in that Africa, how much it is making? Asia specific, Europe, North America, South America. Total is 21 lakhs only. Particularly in the HR of total 21 lakhs of total profit, which continent or which region has made for me more amount of profit. So like this you are going to get. This is kind of matrix within the Power BI. In the Power BI, it is the matrix. Do you remember? Now, sir, you got like this now, but I don't want like this. I want in terms of within the HR and under, down. The regions I want down, not side. So then what I'm going to do is, same thing, I'm copying, I'm pasting here. Okay, instead of region on the columns, I'm bringing the region on the here. See here, within the HR, again Africa, same numbers, instead of column, now you got like this. This we call it as what? This kind of thing we call it as in the Power BI. Sorry? Exactly. So where we are having in terms of matrix within the Power BI, same. In the same way we are going to use. Is the point is clear? What is the difference between this one versus this one? Means earlier region is in the columns. Now the region is here. And you are going to get same. Total is this one only. Na? Within the 2 lakhs 21 lakhs 51,706. I want which Africa is making. And this one is like this. In this way, we are going to create the pivot tables. And we are going to play the game. Now, whatever you have done earlier in the Power BI using the Superstore data, I want the same things as it is in the Excel. The tables, pivot tables, whatever you have done, except the plots. Even here also we can make the plots. I can make the plots also, and I can create the dashboard also. Generally, Excel dashboard will not be created by the data analyst, but that is not going to take much time. It will take maximum one class. So we are going to create one dashboard also, so that in the interview if they ask you, do you know how to create the dashboard using only Excel also, you can do. But remember, if you are focusing more on the Excel in the interview, if they are asking more amount of questions on the Excel, means your salary will be comparatively low. When you are doing that dashboards in the Power BI or in any data visualization tools only, you will get the more salaries, because data visualization tools are having the more powerfulness when compared to this, right? Now, so that is pivot tables, and that is the end of the class for today. And we are going to discuss Excel dashboard on Monday. I will create one dashboard by taking one data set. Assume this data set only. Now, why I'm stopping now? I want this data set, and I want the dashboard for this data set. From your perspective, what are the analytical report? This is the data set where you are having in terms of, again, there is a company where they are making some amount of revenue, and along with the expenses with the total profit, and these companies having operating in the different regions with the different categories, they are spending the money, and they are having it respect to different segments. Now, based on this one, I want to create the analytical report. You have to complete the analytical report using the Power BI. That is your assignment. Same, what are the questions you have created in the Power BI? What are the tables you have created in the Power BI? What are the plots you have created in the Power BI? Exactly the same thing I'm going to do in the Excel. For the same data set, you have to do both of them. On Monday, we are going to cover the Excel dashboard with the plots and along with the table. On Monday evening, we are having one more class. I have told you earlier, yesterday. That is Monday morning, we are having your regular class. 1.5 hour regular class is there now. In that regular class, we'll complete the Excel dashboard. Monday evening, 6 o'clock. At 6 o'clock, we are going to have one more class that is called as Power BI dashboard. We'll create one data analytics project using the Power BI. For that class, 6 p.m., my previous batch students also will join. Your regular class, they cannot join now. That too, they have to not to join, because Excel is exclusively for data analytics batch. Is the points are clear, guys? Done. And I'm going to share you this one. And I have shared you the recordings. Forgot to discuss with you. I already shared you the recordings. Just open your Google Classroom. Everyone, please open once your Google Classroom. And in the Google Classroom, you will find one link. Open now. In your Google Classroom, open, you have one drive. In that, previous class recordings are available. What are the Saturdays, Sundays class recordings are there? Till now, what are the special classes we have taken? Those special classes recordings are available. Okay, once by today evening, I'm going to share you today's class recording also. So in today's class, what are the things we have discussed means date related functions, VLOOKUP function, XLOOKUP function, and along with the pivot table, and based on that one assignment, where you have to complete one analytical report for the given data, right? Whether you are going to use the pivot tables or whether you are going to use anything else, choice is yours. And you have to complete the analytical report. In the Power BI, you have to complete, and the same way we are going to do in the Excel on the Monday. Done? Right. Yes. Google Drive access will be for lifetime. What are the Google Drive? Your general class classes is that is going to be for lifetime. Vaibhav, have you received? Not in the Google Drive. Check in the Google Classroom. Open Classroom. Done. Done, guys. That's it. Yeah, 1 minute. I'm going to upload you the data set. Along with that, the example. What are this file, XLOOKUP file example is there now? That one also I'm going to upload. Just give me 1 minute of time. There is a folder called as Excel now. In the Excel, already you are having one Excel file is available. That file I'm going to replace with the latest one. What are the latest one is there? I'm going to replace. 1 minute. So it includes the latest example, that is lookup functions examples also. It will be available. And along with that, Excel report. So for which one you have to create the dashboard, I told you, right? That one also I'm going to share in the Excel folder. Yeah, notes was added. Check now. Okay, this is the one. Okay, this is the one where you have to create for this one. Okay, everyone is clear? So please install. Sir, in 10:30 batch, the link was not uploaded. Okay, for 10:30, just guys, for 10:30 batch, I'm going to upload in 5 minutes. For 10:30 batch, I have not uploaded. True. I'm going to upload in 5 minutes. Done? Yes. If anyone has any questions, you can ask. So once you practice today with the Power BI, how to create in the Power BI dashboards and everything, then Mondays, what are in the Excel we are going to do now, you can do the easy comparison. Easiness. For that reason, even I can complete now itself. Actually, I taught to complete now itself that Excel dashboard also. In the last class, I have told that I'll take the 3-hour session and Excel dashboard also will be completed in today's class. I want to complete, but before, instead of completing now, if I complete that one, if I give the assignment for you to do in the Power BI, so that you'll get an idea on that and you'll go through the data exploration also. Now, you have to include all the steps. First, business problem. Business problem is analytical report. I want the complete report on the given data. That is a business problem. And now you are going to do the data exploration. After doing the data exploration, you are going to do the data cleaning and you are going to do the analysis. From your point of view, what are the analysis? Questions will be created now. Write each and every question along with the answer question also. And you are going to create some plots, pie plot, bar plot, time series plot, or any plots you are going to create, like a column plot, right? Column chart. Like this you are going to create. So what are the plots you have created in that using the Power BI till now? And Monday morning, once we do in the Excel, you'll find the easily the difference. And my explanation also will be very easy. Okay, for your understanding purpose. Is the point is clear? No, not tomorrow is 6 p.m. It is on Monday 6 p.m. Okay. Now, sir, we have to do the project with Python. What we have to upload in the GitHub? Only the plots in the Jupyter? No, I mean, in the PPT you are going to create now. In the GitHub, you have to add the PPT. The business problem data set along with the PPT. Right? Done. So next Saturday, you are having the hackathon on data analytics. Data analytics. You can use Excel, you can use Power BI, you can use Python. Choice is yours. You can combine 3 of them also. Is the point is clear? And I'm going to share the data also in the SQL. Database will be given to you. From the database, you have to extract the data and you have to complete the entire project. That is going to be the next Saturday. Hackathon will be there. So prepare for that. Done? And this month ending, you'll have one competition. Okay, I'm going to keep one kind of competition that we'll discuss later. Only one thing I want to say is practice every day. This month is going to be crucial for you. This month ending is going to be crucial. This next 15 days. That's it. Done.